Okay, we're all set. You ready? You know the rules, right?
Yeah, say Bloody Mary 3 times.
You sure you're ready?
Yes. Come on.
Alright. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. I think I'm stuck. I think I'm stuck in the door. Whoa. This door is not a normal sized door. Something pulled me out of bed. This is the demon in the house. I think everybody eats too much fast food.
And that's you. Yes, please. I'm loving it.
Let's get out of here.
So there's plenty more to that. And it also deals with things like this. So in a moment I'm going to tell you a little bit about the project, the assignment that asked them to do that. And then also the final assignment that came along with this to say, let's make a documentary of how we actually made it. A project that actually has turned into a really wonderful teaching tool for me, and I'll show you why. Maybe. There it is.
Whatnot.
We first met during some class sessions. We threw some stuff up on the dry erase board. We started paneling out a storyboard.
Which was totally necessary given our time constraints, because I mean we had 24 hours to do this thing. We had to know where cameras were going to be, when the cameras were going to be there, who's going to be there, what scenes we're doing when, what order. So I mean that I think took the bulk of our time was the planning phase. It was good. I mean there's a lot of creative energy in our group. I think we all had plenty of ideas, no shortage there. Too many sometimes. We got off topic a lot, but.
Tell me about the off-topicness. What did that do to the group?
It really split us apart, you know. There's a lot of drama. There was a lot of group. The alliances. I was trying to think of what they called it on Survivor. Alliances are like, you know, one group would be for an idea, and one group would be against an idea. Their leaders would have a mutiny against them. The groups would split again. Sometimes we were all on our own, and it just felt like.
Straight out of Mice and Men. Straight out of Mice and Men.
And at this point, we had already decided we wanted to do a mashup between Paranormal Activity, our homage, our initial idea, and something that was a modern issue. We settled on fast food consumption. So we were storyboarding various ways that we could bring fast food into the Paranormal Activity trailer that you see online.
Whatever happened to us when we were
So we watched a bunch of
I
trailers.
don't remember anything.
¿Cuánto te ha costado?
Voy a grabar para ver lo que pasa. Espero que cuando lo pillemos con la cámara descubramos qué sucede.
And as we did this, we sort of
So we can start to see how they were starting to model from the things that came before it. And I'll talk about the assignment again in a moment. But first I want to say some things about this. So what does it take to do this kind of work? Well, it takes computers, and it takes software, and it takes workspaces, like the ones we saw them working in. It takes people. If you're lucky, you get a little Danielle the boss in there, using Watson. It takes coursework, and it takes assignments. It takes some kind of an oversight. So in this particular assignment, I asked for homages. I asked them to work in groups of 4 or 5 to make homage videos. And what's an homage video? Well, there are a couple ways we can go about it. I asked each group to go out and find any film, whatever they want, and at least as long as it fits the honor code, that is 1.5 to 3 minutes in length. The purpose of the homage is to replicate the action, the camera angles, the sound, the lighting, as best as they can. The group can propose to do an homage that does a parody like this. They make their own project, but that project is drawing upon a genre. It fits other expectations that are there already. They have to match those lighting, the lighting, the camera angles, and all of those things. So I asked them to pursue these projects in several different phases. They have to present a proposal in class. They show the clip that they've chosen to replicate or parody. They identify the materials that they'll need to complete the project: equipment, location, cast. They indicate what kinds of roles or activities each group member might be fulfilling. Then they propose a timeline. They also prepare a storyboard. They film and edit all the stuff. They workshop that stuff in class around each other, and then they present it at the end. And what do they turn in? Well, they turn in the proposal summary, 20%, storyboard, another 20%, video, 30%, leaving 30% for their individual reflections. And what those reflections do is they say, here's what we planned to do, here's what we actually did. It didn't turn out that way. They track their learning. So beyond all of these things and these kinds of assignments, it also takes lots of cameras, because they all do different things, these cameras. So we have cameras. We also have, and this is the part, folks, microphones. You never, ever, ever have enough microphones, because they all do different things. Microphones listen differently. They can't shift attention the way we do, so we have to pay attention to how microphones work so that they'll listen to the stuff that we want as sound and not listen to the stuff that we don't want as noise. This is the heart. It also takes 10,000 accessories. There's never enough accessories. You know what this one is? Steve Krause knows what this one is.
No.
Yeah, this is the connector plate that puts the camera onto the tripod. I want to talk about an Achilles heel, kids. This thing, if you don't have this, you got this, you got this, you don't have this. You carried it all that way because you don't have.
That's me, by the way.
These things aren't hard to lose, by the way. You need a bunch of those. You also need some money to be able to get this stuff, to put it in your folks' hands. When I came here, there was none of this stuff. I had to go figure out how I was going to get money to try to realize the stuff that I thought might be good stuff to do. And you'll need to do it too. But it really takes problems. And I wanted to talk about our problems, so here it is. Dewey says in Experience and Education that problems are the stimulus to thinking. If the conditions found in present experience should be used as sources of problems, is characteristic that differentiates education based upon experience from a traditional education. So, a problem that was guiding why I decided to do an homage, well, they were going to make homage videos again in their scholarly career. Hell, I don't know. Probably never. I'm not teaching the homage. I'm motivated by a problem that students don't know how to use these materials. I don't have any microphones with me today, unfortunately. They use those materials as writing materials. And so that turns into a learning goal for me. How I can get my students, I want to get them to see and hear filmmakers, audiovisual writers' storytelling choices. And to do that, I create an assignment that either says, make homage videos, or go produce some interview-based informational videos, where they're going to take these and microphones out into the field. Much like I asked them to do the year prior, when I asked them to go out and actually create some videos for our professional writing program, which yield products that look like this. I'll fast forward this just a tiny bit to the really relevant part. So, as you just saw,
Can you just
here
skip
it
over
is,
you?
really. All right, realistic.
Really, content management involves managing people. The analogy is a large project. It's like flying a 747. You're more or less in the cockpit. You carry out your flight plan and you will hopefully land the plane. That's the successful outcome that you're hoping for, right? But when you're in the tower, you become aware that there are lots of planes, all with people in them, making lots of individual decisions. And at first it looks like chaos. But then if you watch long enough, you start to see patterns.
That video is used right now on our website to help actually in advising to show folks the kinds of things that they'll do in Bill's class in content management. Bethany said that one of our Listomania authors concluded her final reflection for the semester with these words. This class has made me curse technology and count my blessings. It's changed the way that I watch commercials, music videos, TV shows, and movies. Instead of being a passive viewer, I'm now thinking about the process of creation. How many cameras were used? What kinds of B-roll were incorporated? Why is this video cut in this way? Just thinking about the decisions of writers. I've begun to analyze the composition of the film, the camera angles, the framing, the timing, the sequencing, the music, the audio effects, and how all of these things are layered and mixed to make a piece of multimedia art. They now have the skills and the knowledge to make that art. Okay, so I said we do some chanting, and this is it.